right. We got the rocket here on the lift. And I had to get these rotors recut and the drums. And the reason being is because the A-arm right here on the bottom was hitting, it was digging into the rotor and it put a gouge in the rotor. And the reason why that happened is because of the geometry of the X-frame. Whenever you extend the A-arms, the passenger side arm always kicks out a little bit more than the driver's side. And that caused the rotor to hit the arm right here. And like I said, it gouged the rotor. So I didn't have a full contact on the pad. And I'm assuming that was probably some of my brake issues. So we took all this stuff off a couple days ago. I got everything cut yesterday. Everything's back together again. And I also got the drums cut in the back. All right, I just got my drums here cut. Everybody was giving me a balled up forehead every time they saw this chrome on it. They were scared of it. So I had a little bit of remnants of the nickel plating inside, and it was causing the car not to stop. So I'd like to give a big shout out to Chris Lopez here. He took care of them. He got them nice and clean.
Shade them up, clean them up real good, real quick.
Clean them up real good. You can follow Chris Lopez on Instagram at Lone Star Slabs. You want to see some of the finest slabs in Houston, in Texas.
Already.
And you see a couple of his Lincolns on there. I'll put the link here down on the bottom. And Chris, I appreciate it, man.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
Thanks for cutting these rotors, man, because, man, I was having help finding somebody to cut them, man. So big shout out to Chris Lopez. Thank you, bro. We readjusted that and got everything back on. So we're gonna bleed the brakes once again, and hopefully the brakes are improved. So if everything goes okay with that, we can continue on with the setup. All right, here's some more progress on the hydraulics here. We got the hard lines done. Here's the hard lines to the bulkhead. From the coffin block to the bulkhead. That's the front right there. We're still missing the tank. It's at the chrome platers. And we had to run an extra swivel here to extend this one out a little bit to match up in the front. But there it is. So we're still kind of undecided on the return here. We may or may not change that. Once we get the tank on and everything bolted up, we'll make a decision on that. But here's the progress on the hydraulics so far. Everything's looking good.
Yep.
Sir.
Yep.
Man. Oh my goodness, no antenna. I'm gonna delete this video.
Yeah.
And hey,
What?
my antenna is actually connected.
Yeah. It works.
Let me show that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
that.
Proof in the pudding, so you can listen to Magic 102.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious to see where the tank falls.
Yeah.
Because the line we bent here, I mean, I kind of dig it because it matches this,
Right.
but it's also the longest line in the trunk.
Yeah.
Those are short, these are short, this is super long, when it doesn't really need to be. But it kind of falls over the tank like these do, so it kind of balances out. But we'll see when we get the tank and get it on and mounted and all that.
Yeah.
We're gonna polish the lines. Since they're stainless with the buffer I have, polish them up to look like chrome. Put the batteries in, and I think this thing will be live on the switch by next Saturday for sure at the latest.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
So this bumper's gonna be on the floor. This car lays out really hard.
Yeah.
And I did everything possible for that to happen.
Yeah.
I wanted this car to be as low as possible in the back with the shocks. So there was a lot that went into that.
Yeah.
But man, right there, the cylinders have about a quarter amount of fluid. So this car the bottom of the skirt should lay at the white wall. And that's gonna give it the ultimate look. With the front raised up and that skirt all the way down, man, that's gonna be the best right there. I'm really, really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So we did a test drive today. We did a burnout today.
Oh yeah.
So it's official, man. It really is a rocket. This thing has a posi traction, and I didn't even know it. I was gonna upgrade it to a posi,
Yeah.
and it doesn't even need it.
Yep.
So the brakes are about where they're gonna be. So up until I upgrade to disc brakes in the back sometime soon. The fans on the engine still need to be addressed. I bought 2 small fans and a new sensor for the temperature. So right now I have the existing fans hot wired, and they're keeping the car cool. But they're the typical Chinese electric fans that come with the car with the radiator. So yeah, from Wuhan, China, straight COVID-19 fans. So we got some really nice balls coming in. There is a little delay on the shipping for the same Wuhan reason, but we're gonna be all right. Once I get them fans in, man, that temperature's gonna stay low. Right now it stays about at 180, so it should stay maybe 10 degrees less than that, or right about it, and just hold. But this is a hydraulic video.
Yep.
Kind of went off on the rabbit trail there.
Yep.
Yep. Are you gonna do a dance, bro? Come on, man.
I'll do a dance
Button up that top top button on that
for,
thick shirt.
for Cholos. Only Cholos.
Cholos.
No, I think you know, I'll probably polish up these lines tomorrow. I gotta do some oil changes and stuff. Throw the batteries in, and just take our time wiring it up.
Yeah.
You know, these things might leak. You know, you might find a small leak, have to crank down on it a little bit more and all that. You know,
Sure.
You know, that comes in time, but.
Part of the hardline.
Yeah. But I think I like the way they fell in place. None of them are really forced in, and anybody who's done hardlines, sometimes you gotta force them, sometimes because your bend is off a little bit of your measurement. But most of these fell in place. And when you crack them loose, they fall out of place. So I feel good about that.
All right now.
Yep. So
That's a big
wrap.
deal.
Yep.
All right, we'll bring y'all back. Hopefully you'll have the tank in next week and a whole lot of other goodies.